Hey guys, Electos here, and I've got a Minecraft contraption. I just recently made this thing out of redstone. It is a sequential counter, much like Sethbling's one, this time using the new redstone blocks in the 13W3A Snapshot. It gets full use of the comparator, as you can see over here. Oops. The hoppers, the redstone blocks, the minecart with hopper, and yeah, this is all me. I made this. If someone else has already made this, I apologize, but I did not find this anywhere, so yeah, why don't we get right into this. So what this is a 3 life counter. So in the mini games that I'm in the process of making, it will determine how many lives you have left. And it's pretty fun. So what happens, I'll just give you a demonstration first. You step on this pressure plate the first time. You'll get teleported, hopefully, in the mini game to another place, but for now, for demonstration purposes, I have no command blocks telekinetically. So that goes over here, triggers that stuff, and you can see one of the lights has gone off. If you step on it again, there you go, another light went off. If you step on it for a third time, the last light went off. And that's how it works. That's what it does. You have to make sure you don't step on this pressure plate too quickly. You have to make sure you don't step on this pressure plate too quickly, else it will not work. Not sure why. I might have to do something with this repeater I put there. I don't think I need it, but I put it there just in case. So I'll show you what's actually happening. There was behind the scenes stuff. So after you've done that, what you can do is you come over to this button, just press this, and it will reset. There you go. So how does this work? Well, over here, we've got a pulse shortener. And what that does is it takes the pulse, instead of having the pressure plate go for, I believe, a second, it'll reduce it down to, I believe, a tick, or maybe 2 or 3 ticks. And that's really helpful, because the whole concept relies on this hopper dropping one of these minecarts at a time. So when you step on this, it sets out a tick. It goes through here. I had a repeater there because I was doing something else that required time to be added here, but you don't need a repeater. That is completely fine. Then it goes over here into this inverter. It turns off the torch for half a second, and it allows items to go through. Now, what happens with the hoppers, a function of them is that they can be locked with a redstone current or pulse next to them. So if you have the inverter here powering this, it's not going to let anything through. However, when you step on the pressure plate and it goes through the shortener, it puts out a pulse right here into this block, which turns off this torch for fractions of a second, and it allows this hopper to drop a minecart. Now what's going to happen there? Anyways, so what that does is it goes through the hopper, lets one minecart through. It goes into this chest here, and deposited into this hopper here. Now what happens is, when you first start off, this minecart will be down below. So, really quickly, let me just put a button here for demonstration purposes. Oops. Just put that down there. Anyway, so what happens is the item that's left through to here allows the item to go through into this chest, into the hopper, and into this minecart. As you can see, it's still in this hopper because I haven't tested it out. But if I stepped on it, it would go through into this minecart. Now, this is where the comparator comes in. It takes account of the amount of items that's in the adjacent inventory, any adjacent inventory. So, be it a chest. I believe it works with a minecart with a chest, or a furnace, anything that you would like to use. I use the hopper for my purposes because it works. Now, it'll recognize stackable items, so I recommend using non-stackable items such as minecarts. As you can see, they cannot stack. Okay. So what this does is it takes into account how many items are in here and outputs a pulse that depending on how many items are in here, will have certain strength. Now, this barely has enough strength to get to this third redstone lamp, and when an item gets dropped down into the minecart, the pulse will get shortened. So if I take one out here, as you can see, it now does not reach to here. It doesn't make it, just the last block. If I take out another one, it just barely doesn't reach here. And if I take out the third, it just barely doesn't reach here. Now, if I put them back in, that'll go back on. So that's how it works. When I step on a pressure plate, one of these minecarts gets down, the pulse gets shortened, or the strength of the signal gets shortened, I should say, and one of these lights goes off consecutively as you get to less minecarts. Now we'll get into the reset system. So what's down here is, under this minecart is a pressure plate. Not a pressure plate, a power rail. And so what happens is, like I told you before, if I can get out of this hole, the items, when they are released from here, they go into this chest and they go into this hopper. They then get transferred into this minecart. When all 3 items have been used, when that is hooked up, when you press this button, the minecart goes back up and goes over there. Now the next time you step on the pressure plate, what will happen is it'll get sent back down. And as you can see, one item has been is gone from there, and white item is in this minecart. Now let me set up on it a couple more times. Keep in mind you have to wait a couple seconds afterwards. And now, there you go. And that's all clean. As you can see, no items in the hopper, no items in the chest, no items in the second hopper, and all of them are in the item hopper in the minecart. Now what we do is, if we apply power to the powered rail that's under there, be this redstone dust, it will get sent back over here, over to here, and it will go into this hopper. And then this hopper, as you can see, under there it's angled into this hopper, and it gets sent back into here, debilitating the redstone signal, and it turns it back on. So that is this redstone contraption. So yeah, that is it for this part, and I will see you guys next time.